Howdy everyone. I wanted to go over my stock buys that I made on February 20th. I purchased Amazon and Procter and Gamble, and I'll just show you sort of the proof here on my Blossom account. I purchased 1.894 shares of Procter and Gamble at an average price of $159.01, and then I bought 2.391 shares of Amazon at an average price of about $209.29. Because I spent, not spent, I contributed $500 to my taxable account. And let me see here, got the information. So I bought two whole shares at $209.30 and then almost 0.4 shares at 209.28. So that's where my average price is about 209.23, 209.30, something like that. So I bought Amazon because it's, for the most part, I'm still in the red and I can help lower my my average cost basis for it. If I show you here, I didn't keep track. I think what I should do is I should save the numbers, some of these results of the stocks each time after I buy them, and then compare when I buy them again. So for example, in 2 weeks, let's say I buy more Amazon, it'd be interesting to see, okay, what was my average price paid when I bought it on the 20th of February, and now what is it? And then just compare my ROI. And why I say that specifically is, again, I'm just kind of interested in see how those numbers change over time. For example, with Amazon, I think when I last bought them on February 6th, with the price drop that Amazon had, I think my ROI was like negative 13% or something like that. But between investing more money into them and then the value of the stock itself going up a little bit over the last couple of days, that's helped my ROI. So yeah, and then I bought Procter and Gamble because the price point is around my average, and I figured might as well buy a little bit more. And gosh, what am I doing? Can't operate this thing. It was around the price point, my average price point for Procter and Gamble, so I figured I'd just buy some more. I only have Procter and Gamble in my Roth IRA, so it's kind of one of those stocks where I want to hold it for a while. Just if it gets around to this average price, buy some. If it drops a bit, buy some more. If it starts increasing, probably just slowly DCA into it, dollar cost average. And yeah, try to keep this short and sweet. I think next time, depending on what happens, I think when I next buy stocks, I'm just gonna buy more Amazon. And as for my Roth, let me see. Maybe buy some more Procter and Gamble if it's around the same price point. Maybe some more RSG, some Republic Services, some more V for Visa. I think it just kind of depends on how they're doing when I get around to buying more. And again, right now how I'm doing my investing is every 2 weeks. So basically every paycheck, that's when I will transfer money into my individual and my Roth. I'm assuming I have the capabilities to do so. So that's really when I'm looking around buying, is basically every 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm curious if it really matters. I'm curious what the difference is of, and here I said I was going to try to keep it short. I'm curious what the difference is on buying weekly versus, some people I see them, they talk about buying daily, like a certain, a small amount, $30 a day. Well, that's what they say. Um, I'm sure there's some people that they only contribute monthly, and or maybe some people who put a whole bunch of money in at the beginning of the year or a certain point, and then they just let that money ride. Uh, you know, I'd be curious to see what studies are out there that talk about that. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick with every 2 weeks of investing, not necessarily doing a daily. I mean, I guess I could transfer money into my accounts every 2 weeks and then but not use all that money at once to purchase stocks. For example, if I with the 500 I put into my individual, gosh, stop. I need to just move like this. Um, the 500 that I invest into my individual account, I put that all in at one point, but then over, let's say, the 10-day period, I use $50 of that 500. I don't know. Part of me really just likes putting it in, and then if I know I have something I want to buy, buying it all at once right now. And that might change. We'll just have to see. But yeah, that's all I've bought for now. If you can and you have the ability to invest, I hope it goes well for you. Talk to you later.